welcome to my YP channel. This is again a small YouTuber, okay, a content creator in YouTube channel of mine. I am a singer, eternal voice. Okay, now I forgot to tell you something about there is one important process in nuclear chemistry or specifically in nuclear reactions. This is called, I forgot, and this is the topic of our discussion today. Brief discussion on nuclear transmission. No, nuclear transmutation. Nuclear transmutation. Okay, so what do you mean by transmutation or nuclear transmutation? This is really a process in which converting and changing uh, the original elements into an artificially produced elements into another form. So changing from one form to another and converting it, changing it through the process of nuclear radioactivity. Could it be an alpha radiation, a beta radiation, and a gamma radiation? So these are the process. For example, alpha radiation, that is called alpha emission also. And then, okay, if it will undergo that process, that is already a nuclear transmutation because your reactants, particularly composed of different elements, okay, shall we say, most of the times are radioactive substances or radioactive metals, okay, will change to another form. So usually it is the artificially produced metals and elements driven from the reactants most of the times are naturally occurring metals and elements. Okay, that is why isotopes coming in because it has several mass numbers, okay, but the same number of protons and atomic numbers. Especially the most common example is that carbon. Okay, carbon has so many mass numbers, for example 14, 13, 12, and we have atomic numbers are always constant and the same throughout the process of the nuclear transmutation. So we have, so it will never change the number of protons. So now you will determine the most stable carbon, which is the for example 12 6 carbon is the most stable, but there are three isotopes for that. Okay, again, we will review the definition of an isotopes. Okay, any elements that have the same number of protons or the same number of atomic numbers but differs in their mass numbers. So if you can present that in a chemical reactions, only the mass numbers changes, but the number of protons will never change. Something like that. Okay? So, but most of these nuclear reactions or majority of these nuclear reactions are following the nuclear transmutation. It is a process of changing and converting one form of element to another forms of elements. Okay? Like that. So specifically or most of the times original or naturally occurring elements into artificially produced elements. Okay, because it will never produce these artificially prepared elements or metals if there's no nuclear transmutation. Okay, it should undergo the different radioactivity processes. Example, the alpha decay, the beta decay, or shall we say the gamma radiation. The decay is just only a specific example of a radiation. You will also call that as alpha radiation, it's alpha decay, or beta radiation, beta decay. And then some textbooks are using different terms, sometimes alpha emission, okay, alpha particles, like that, and then alpha decay. So the process really is the alpha decay, and this is nuclear decay, okay, and, or radioactive decay. Okay, because most of the radioactive substances and elements undergo a nuclear transmutations or nuclear chemical reactions or simply nuclear reactions, and this is all under nuclear chemistry. Okay, we are now understanding the basic foundation and principle of nuclear transmutation. Okay, so we have now a little idea for that. Okay, and also for the isotopes, so for the alpha ray, beta ray, gamma ray, like that. The gamma ray is simply called as the X-rays, and then discovered by Enroy Chen. Okay, and then the radioactivity discovered by Henry Becquerel, something like that. Okay, so these are only common discoveries that always been discussed in our chemistry subjects in high school or in college, so like that. Okay, so this is a very very interesting topics also, nuclear chemistry, and in fact there is uh, a course for that, specific course for that. Some universities and institutions are offering also BS nuclear engineering, the Bachelor of Science in Nuclear Engineering, in which the focus here is the, again, nuclear transmutation, nuclear reactions, and the nuclear chemistry. They are enjoying the principles of this atomic theory, the different particles, okay, the protons, the neutrons, the electrons, the positrons, okay, like that, and and so many things about that. Okay, they will be able to explore, and then there will be an addition also of regular subjects, just like in other engineering courses, the general engineering, like the physical chemical principles. It would only matter to the additional subjects for their major subjects, but most of the times the same as other engineering courses also. Okay, something like that. But I think we don't have that in Cebu. This BS nuclear engineering, but I think there is in University of the Philippines, Diliman, I think so. Okay, so it's in this course that we need to go deeper to understand the principles of nuclear chemistry, and this is really for how to produce a missiles, how to run a missiles, how to produce space rockets. Okay, nuclear weaponries or nuclear weapons really are are the results of the in-depth study and knowledge of this nuclear chemistry under Bachelor of Science in Nuclear Engineering. Okay, like of course, a lot of chemistry also are applied in this course. Okay, and what I'm talking to you is just very basic, simple, and sometimes self-explanatory. Okay, I'm stressing here that we should not forget, or we should not forget the basic idea of what our electrons, protons, and neutrons are. Okay, because all phases of matter in the universe composed of atoms and different particles. Okay, three phases of matter: the solid, and the liquid, and gas. Okay, thank you so much for watching this very short live streaming. I hope you get a little bit of information. If you are not yet subscribing my channel, then you can subscribe now, and you can leave a comment, whether it is good or bad comments. It will be accepted. Okay, it will not be limited only to positive comments, because this is social media. We cannot control the minds of people around us, right? We should be available and ready for some criticisms, like the critics. Okay, and of course, much better, we can receive appreciation, complimentary, remarks, okay, and appreciation, something like that. Both, okay. So whether bashing or whatever, they are all accepted in social media. So that's why I kept on telling to those small YouTube content creator also, and small YouTubers, to to open their minds that we should not control negative statements over us. Okay, especially there are people that cannot accept that some will do the bashing. Let's accept that, because they are also part of the viewers. Because of them, our viewers will increase also, right? In our analytics in the YT channel, then it will increase. So do not interact with them negatively. Okay, just be in a neutral statements, and then if you do so, just have a constructive attack of reacting those bashing comments in your YT channel, something like that. Okay, so this is very clear. Again, this is I'm seeing your channel voice. Please do watch for my upcoming live streamings and pluggings all about science, occupational health and safety, personal vloggings, singing entertainment, okay, like that. Because these are all my coverage, or these are all my contents, okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, God bless everybody, see you later.